Let's speak more about the security situation in the country. I'm now being joined by one of those who are playing an oversight role on the Nigerian military. He's the chairman of the Senate Committee on the Army and a sitting senator from Borno State, Senator Ali Ndume. Thank you so much, Senator, for coming tonight.
You're welcome.
A lot of the times we discuss security here, and it's sad that I bring you a lot of the times about security, less about politics that you like to talk about. When you heard, you are aware, Mohammed Yusuf, I guess he's from Borno State, is it?
No, he's from Yobe.
He's from Yobe State,
yeah,
but that actually happened in Maiduguri. Now, we understand that some of the elements that were released, about 64 of them, some of them were in the generation of Mohammed Yusuf. They have been kept there for close to 10 years. And these are some of the leaders of Boko Haram that have been in detention. What did you make about the situation, the prison break or the attack on the Kuje Custodial Center?
Well, first of all, let me say that what happened in Kuje is really, really unfortunate. But it's clear indication of the failure of those that are concerned to take responsibility and take issues of security and welfare of citizens seriously. I have been emphasizing and saying that in the situation we find ourselves in this country, the priority of government, number one, should be security and welfare of its citizens. Number two should be security and welfare of its citizens. Number three should be security and welfare of its citizens. Yes, we came into this government with three priority areas: security, infrastructure, and fight against corruption. We can't do any of the two without taking care of the first one. That's why I say 1, 2, 3 should be security, and then welfare of the citizens.
Abuja.
Some of these detainees, the inmates, have been there for nearly 20 years, since 2010. 2010, okay, 12 years, 2010 to now. So many are in Kainji. There is confusion everywhere. So many are now those that have surrendered in Maiduguri. So many are in various detention centers everywhere.
Awaiting trial?
Yes, awaiting trial. At the same time, some are being released in the name of
rehabilitation, reintegration, the radicalization.
The situation is very sad.
You don't support the de-radicalization?
No,
process.
I don't.
You think that we are basically bringing these elements back into society?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to preempt what has happened, but you know that some of these things are connected. You don't double into things anyhow, and you do one thing at a time. Right now, the insurgents are breaking in here, killing people every now and then you are talking about bringing in some people and telling them, oh, yeah, go and sin no more, without proper investigation. And some of them, there are some people in detention that are innocent, likely, but not maybe very few. So justice should be done accordingly, not haphazardly. But anyway, the sum of it all is that we are not doing much, or we are not concentrating, or we are not prioritizing the key issue of security in this government properly. Nigeria with 200 million people, you have, I've been saying this several times, you have less than 400,000 police, you have less than 200,000 police, and you have all the security agencies put together that their number is not up to 1 million. Go and check it. How can you police a country of 200 million with this? And then, as you said, look at it. People will come from wherever, up to now, 2 days, nothing. No trace, no information, no situation room, no thing very, the train, people that were abducted on the train attack, over 100 days now, no information,
It's a failure of government, isn't it?
Well, I don't want to, look, I'm part of the government. I take responsibility. I'm just saying that people are not responsible for what they are supposed to be.
In clear terms, it's a failure of government.
No, I don't I know what failure means.
Yeah, it's a failure.
So and you know me, if it is failure, I will say it has failed.
But what is it?
But people are not We're into what I told you sometimes when on the phone. We have khaki strokers in the government.
What do you mean by that?
Khaki strokes means that you have people that are not supposed to be leading, and you find them leading. Or people being led by people that are not supposed to, or are not qualified to. Why I say so, yes. Why I say so is when you have somebody or you have government is clearly, the responsibility of government is security and welfare of its citizens. But you have people that are supposed to be responsible for various, and I'm not talking only about the executive. In this country now, the performance of the three arms of government is at the lowest level.
But I mean, let me ask you: you have your oversight in your committee as the chairman. What information do you have? How did this happen? Was the military not aware?
Why are you talking about military? Are we in a state of military? No.
We are in a state of war.
No. We are not state of war. We are not.
Aren't we?
No.
That's what some people describe.
War by definition, it means if, for example, Chad, Niger, or wherever, or when is attacking our country, then we go after them. That is war.
We're fighting insurgency. That's
we are fighting criminals and insurgents, including insurgents and people that are separatists and all that. That is not war. We have criminals in the country all over. And because criminality, whether in terms of carrying guns or carrying pen or carrying paper or carrying computer have been almost legitimized, then everybody does it anyhow. And then you have the army scattered everywhere. The army has no business running around they are supposed to be in the barracks, and their constitutional role is to defend the territorial integrity of Nigeria. And when the needs arises, then you draft them to come and solve some problem. But every time now you two are trying to talk about, and it's not because I'm chairing the committee on army, no. But army is not police. And the police, as I said,
it's almost looking normal for us to see military on the streets.
Yeah, now. Because the police are handicapped.
And they are overstretched.
They are, overstretched. And even the police are almost like non-existent now. Because they have not been given what they need to work.
Did you hear what the Senate President said?
What?
That there is an insider. It looks like an insider.
All this, I don't want to get into that. You don't just start speculating with serious business, all this. If there is, say who he is or how. All I'm saying is that we have problem with the fundamental purpose of government in this country. The fundamental purpose in government, as stated in the Constitution, is security and welfare of its citizens. And we are not doing well in that. The earlier we realize that we need to get more people to police, more intelligence, more security agencies, personnel, and the better for us. But we are not doing good in that area.
No, I mean, you do not agree with what the Senate President said.
Because I don't want you to be joining me with the Senate President. That is his own opinion. If he has an insider and he has the information, why don't he share it with other people? I don't want. I thought you say we are going. Wait now. I thought you say we are coming to discuss how do we solve this problem, not what the Senate President says.
No, we need to look at the problem.
No.
And look at the solutions.
You are not asking the right person. Go and ask the Senate President who are those that he said are insiders. If
you look at what happened there on the ground and how the operation of these elements happened, and perhaps the inkling of those who think that this could not have happened without the help of people on the inside, do you believe that it was a compromise?
Why are you... I didn't know that this is what we are going to discuss. Honestly, I wouldn't have come. Why don't we talk about the solutions? Get more people to do their job. Not what the Senate President said.
If the issue of fifth columnists... No, is there an issue about fifth columnists in the Nigerian security?
How would I know? How could you know? You see, this is where this country is not moving forward. You are taking so much of our time talking about what Senate President said. Why don't you call him and ask him Why should you ask me? My name is Senator Ndume. Let me remind you that.
A member of the Senate.
Yes, but I have not seen the Senate President for a while. Why would you bring me here to start asking me? I thought we would be talking about how to solve this problem.
Aren't we talking about it?
No, you are talking about Senate President and he said...
And the implication of what he said, because there is a very strong implication of what he said.
Go and talk to the Senate President about that.
If there is an infiltration in our military,
let him come and
or our security...
let him come and say, or you go and ask him, please.
Okay,
let's talk about the solution.
If you don't want to respond to what he said, that's fine.
No, I don't want to.
Let's talk about what is happening and what happened on the ground.
Thank you.
If you assess the situation properly, should we have had these elements being kept in this place for this longer time? And how do we move away from having them being kept? Because you said that not in Kuje, in several other correctional facilities, these guys are being kept there. How did we get here? How do we move away from that?
Sheun, let me adjust this discussion, please. I'm not here to be lamenting. I thought I'm here to discuss the solution to this problem. And that is the topic you put across, isn't it? Why would you come and be talking about lamenting? We have a security problem in this country. The height of it is one that we witnessed day before yesterday. What do we do? What we need to do, number one, is to get enough security agents on ground or personnel on ground in institutions like this or even areas of public interest. If there were enough soldiers, enough or well-equipped, well-trained personnel at that facility, those ragtag boys that came in, even they are not that professionally trained. Maybe they have honor, but I'm sure they are not as trained as the Nigerian police, the Nigerian army. How come they come there? Is because they don't have, that place is not fortified enough. Those places don't have what they need technically, like cameras, like drones, like all things that they can use in order to address this matter. So the Nigerian government, as a matter of urgency, needs to look at other agencies. Because this is not the first time. There have been prison breakouts in Edo, and so many areas. But nothing tangible or concrete has been done about it. No steps. When we come, we start lamenting, we start saying, so person says so. That is not the solution. Let us address this matter. Let us get more police on ground. Let us train them. Let us have the equipment. Let us make sure that where you keep these people are adequately protected. Let us make sure that justice is dispensed quickly.
You are describing an overhaul. What you're trying to paint is like an overhaul.
Of course.
Where do we start from?
We start from getting more personnel on ground. What the people said there, they don't have enough number, and they were calling out for help, and nobody was around there. So what do? Make sure that such places, not only that of Kuje now, such places all over the country, you make sure that there's adequate protection around, in, and outside that kind of facility, number one. Then number two, you make sure that there are people that are on standby that will be given some timeline to say if there's a distress call, you must be at social place within social time. So that if they don't meet that and it happens, then you can say you are responsible. And this is responsible. But nobody's talking about that. Everybody is saying, oh, there are insiders there. Oh, some people say, I'm disappointed that all this lamentation is not the solution. And then after that, that is it. You start arguing on what the Senate President or the President said, and you ignore the problem. And therefore, even talking about the solution will not be there completely. Now, this is part of the problem. I have said it several times, you are my friend, but part of the problem we even have is like this one now, the press. Instead of talking about the issue and the ideas, you are talking about event and you are talking about people. And, it is only lesser mind that discuss people and events. Great minds should be discussing ideas. What do we do now that this has happened?
Senator Ndume, when a Senate President, and people like yourself speak about the issue, then it calls attention for it because you are privy to information. Now, if you tell me something, I take it seriously because of your position as a politician in this country. Now, that's why the implication of this is what we are looking solution for. Now, the big question here, which bothers me, those guys are on the loose.
Yeah.
what they are capable of doing.
Yeah.
How do we stop them?
That is what
now we don't know where they've gone. We don't know where they are.
Now we are talking. Because what I'm expecting is that if this happened, Ndume, you ask me, what do we do? Of course, the president is supposed to, or I will say that those that are responsible, that is the security agencies, call their heads and say, get these people back in 2 days. Remember what Babangida did when Anini was on the loose and he was even, robbing everywhere and even being so, let's say, spraying money. And at one of the Federal Executive Council meeting then, or is it Supreme Council meeting, Babangida said, Inyang was the where is Anini? Go and get Anini. When after 2-3 days they got Anini, isn't it? Now 100 days, the victims of the train attack are still not there, have not been found. And now, 2 days into this, nobody is even saying that this is where the people are. No, there is no situation room. Nigerians are not briefed. And you just talk on speculation.
Now, Senator, you are from Borno State,
yeah,
where the nation is fighting the terror war. I mean, a nation fighting terror war is at war. And the big question here is that you've described us populating the security agencies, I mean, the military and all of that. But these are not immediate solutions. Now, these guys are on the loose. We are talking about immediate protection of lives and property in this country. Lives are under threat. What do we do now?
Ask the people in charge to get these people back within 2 days, 3 days, or whatever you want.
Can they do it?
They can.
How would they go about it?
Well, give them what they want. If you say, go and do this, and what do you need? They will tell you. Give them what they want. Let them go and do it. They can do it.
If those guys that attacked the Correctional Custody Center, from what we're hearing, I understand, but the same guys who attacked the train in Kaduna.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, I'm saying if they were the same, I mean, according to the reporter we are hearing, if they were the same set of people who carried out this attack, and ISWAP, we understand, have taken responsibility, how do we deal with it?
Go after them. They are Nigerians, they are in the country. I'm sure if there was a proper response that day, that night, I mean, those people would have been apprehended or neutralized, as you call them. But there was no proper response, and they said it 4 hours into the time they were attacked. No support from anywhere.
Now, so when you say that nobody is briefing anyone, who should be briefing the nation? Who should be talking to Nigerians?
The service chiefs are there, and the NSA is there, the president is there. This is not a state matter, but if it is in a state, the state governor is supposed to be doing that. You see it happening everywhere.
On a final note, Senator.
Honestly, we're in trouble. Don't take these things lightly. I'm worried.
I am worried too.
No, I don't think so.
I am very worried. No. And that's why we made it a top agenda.
If we are serious, we should be talking about how to address this matter and what citizens need to do. Not to be talking about or allowing people to be just speculative and then you make it an issue. I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed with the response of so many leaders. And it's our responsibility, the responsibility of government, the security and welfare of its citizens. And then you have leaders responding as if it is a casual thing. It's not their responsibility. It's our responsibility. I feel pained. I feel pained to be called a senator, and I'm almost like helpless, or many of us are like that, sitting down to be observers. And you come and ask questions.
If you have the powers tonight, Senator Alindo,
yes,
how do you fix the security situation?
Well, I'll call the security chiefs to brief me properly, and then I'll tell the nation what's going on, sharing with them what needs to be shared without compromising the security situation. But I'll get it done. The president is supposed to, or whoever is responsible, is supposed to sit some people down and get results. Not just making statements. I hear people, I said it before. When it comes to issues like this, it is the president himself that is supposed to be talking to Nigerians, not some advisor on press.
Who should be taking responsibility?
The president, of course, and all of us.
How will they do that?
He's the president. He's the president. He's the president. Anything, you see, religiously, let me tell you, by the time you take responsibility or you ask people to elect you as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, anything that happens to any Nigerians, God will hold you accountable for it. The president knows that.
Thank you so much, Senator Ali Ndume, for coming tonight. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And I wish that those who are supposed to take responsibility would take it.
I hope so too, because I mean, this thing is getting out of hand. You can't even coming here now. You have to be looking right, left, right, and center.
And this is Abuja.
This is Abuja, and you can imagine in Abuja, people had the audacity to come and do things and get away with it
for several hours.
No, they got away with it. Nobody has been arrested so far. All those, I understand those people, and you know, unfortunately, almost like 80% of the inmates are awaiting trial. That means they are not convicts. They are suspects. Why would you keep somebody there? I know.
The judicial
I've been to Kuje prison.
The judicial process is a problem?
Yes.
Even
that's why I say it's both. The judiciary is a problem. The executive is a problem. The legislature is even a problem. Because, for example, we as legislators, we are charged with the responsibility of oversighting the executive. Then the judiciary is also charged, they know their responsibility. But all this is what cumulated into this bigger problem. Why would you keep suspects more than the criminals? They are more convicted. Right. They are more suspects. I was in Kuje prison, remember? In Mena's case. There are more suspects in the prison than the convicts.
Senator Ali Ndume, thank you so much. Chairman of Army Committee in the Senate. Thank you so much indeed for your comment and your thoughts.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That's our show for tonight, everyone. We hope that those who are supposed to take responsibility and take action have listened and they will do something. The nation needs action. Thank you so much, everyone.